Ooh, what's going on, everybody? Blue Raven here, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. Today's video, I'm not complaining. I mean, I might a little bit. But today's video is I'm going to be opening my final round of the chakra keys. I got over 100 of them. I'm going to open all those up for you on the stream. And while I'm opening them up, I'm also going to be discussing the patch coming out tomorrow. That division, that Bungie, bleh, fuck you, Bungie. That division is launching tomorrow. It's going to be Year 8, Season 1.2 is the patch. And I'm going to kind of go over that as I'm opening. So we have 105 keys to open. Make sure, how much space do I have in my inventory right now? I need to get rid of some stuff. Hold on, let's get rid of some junk. I don't care about that. I don't need a tactical anything. Okay, that's all good. Get rid of that. Nope, don't care about shiny monkey. Oh, we had some other greens down here probably. Holding on to those. Okay. And then we have something here. There we go. We go to Tingern Station. Doop. Junk everything else. Takes me on the 59. So we should be able. Well, we can open up almost everything. Got no materials for that. Cool. Very cool. All right, guys. So the first thing let's talk about is the patch that's coming out tomorrow. It says this update brings a new vendor to the game. An escalated requisition vendor here. You can exchange your escalation tokens for prototype gear rewards. You can find it at the base of operations next to the escalation panel. So it's going to be right here. Okay. The escalation requisite offers three different types of caches: prototype random caches, prototype gear caches, and prototype weapon caches. Now, the random caches, this cache is always available for sale. Opening the cache rewards are one prototype of any type. So you can just get it's random, obviously, right? Prototype gear caches, these are in daily rotation, so a lot like the escalated missions themselves. It'll tell you that the targeted loot for the gear for these caches is this, and then for the weapon one, same. It's going to rotate every day, and it'll tell you. And you also have a chance. It says opening these caches for specific obtaining items obtained from the caches have a higher chance of being better quality rolls. So that's the first note, and then after we open some caches, I'll go into the next note. There is no limit to how many caches you can open per day. You just need to be a level 40 agent to open them. It is free content. So let's open some of these gear caches. Let's open some, see what we get. We got nothing. And then the next thing coming is the new class. The next classify A, another proto first blossom. Let's get we'll go down like 75 and then I'll read the next part. Turmoils. Wish there were proto turmoils. That'd be so sweet. Oh, Carol. Let's power open some of these. Take it down to 90. All right. So the next part, I said 75 bullets. Next part is the classified assignment. Starting May 12th, so I will talk about what I'm excited for coming up with this new patch versus what they're doing and I really don't care about. But this is kind of cool. Starting May 12th, a new classified assignment, the Capital Anomaly, will become available. Isaac has flagged another Shade Network anomaly connected to the Lost Agent, leading you to the headquarters of the Capital Globe One, Washington, D.C.'s former major newspapers. If you enjoy digging into specs, following clues, and discovering things you might normally miss during regular missions, the Capital Anomaly is worth checking out. Keep your eyes out for collectibles such as echoes, audio logs, plus additional rewards including themed backpack trophy and named drop item drop, which the named item drop from the previous one was actually really cool, and I accidentally dismantled it. I have to go get it again. I have it on. You have to complete it once to get it. So I'm just gonna go with my other character who has my tipping scales proto. I'm just gonna run down and do it real quick, complete the mission so I can get the AR because it's actually a really good AR. Once available, the capital anomaly will appear on the map for the players who have reached level 30 access and can unlock it directly from their owner, from there and own the from there, comma, and owners of the season pass bundle already have this included. So if you don't have the season pass bundle but you want it, you can just buy the key to access that. I don't know how much those are, but yeah. So there's a new classified assignment coming. It says the 12th, which yeah is tomorrow. Yeah, because today's the 10th. Or today's the 11th. I kept thinking today was the 10th. That was yesterday. That was another day. Okay, let's open some more. What we get? Let's do a couple slows. Quick stab. Nemesis. Yay! We're getting exotic core cash, exotic cores, exotic, whatever they're called. I'm having a brain. Great. Okay, guys, if you've got one of these, do not delete this gun. I'm going to be doing a build guide video on it. This gun is amazing. If you get a slingshot, don't just delete it. Don't think it's an SMG. I'm never going to use it. Trust me, you're going to use it. You're going to want to use it, especially in escalated missions. This thing is a beast of a gun. More on that later. I'll have a video. I got to get my build together for it, but it's a beast of a gun. So don't delete them if you get one. I think they always roll the same, but we're just gonna do slow opens to 80, and then I'll read the next thing that's coming, which is something I am a caretaker. I don't know if the caretaker's any good. It's all right. Lexington could have been a proto Lexington would be great. Another slingshot. I'm going to check the slingshot and see. I mean, you could probably get different rolls in the substats, but I think the main stat stays the same. The Huntsman. This is a really good gun as well. This is an AR that turns into an SMG. So if you have striker unit alloy builds, if you have a good striker unit alloy build where you have 3-piece striker, 2-piece unit alloy using the salvo, holster, and a ninja backpack, put this gun on. You get the really big magazine, and then so its perk basically is as soon as the magazine's empty, you get bonus damage based on every 8 rounds you had in the magazine before you reloaded at empty. And then it also cranks up the RPMs through the roof. It already has insane RPMs, but it also cranks those up even further. And if you have the salvo on, you're getting the additional fire rate, so your RPMs are even higher on that. This is a really good gun. I'm going to be doing a video on it as well. Last one before we read the next part. What did we get? Weapon! Agitator, okay. So this one I'm actually kind of excited for. There's new global events coming back. So global events, for those of you who don't know, we're under one right now. And that's the one where you saw when I was grinding out the proto gear when I was running to from cover and pulsing the enemies. That's called a global event. There's also another one called Golden Bullet, which I absolutely love because it absolutely just tears through. It makes you God in the game. Once you get Golden Bullet equipped, you just start tearing through content. So there's some coming starting tomorrow. So between May 12th and May 19th, so next week, all of next week, Assault is coming back. So for those of you who don't remember, during the 10th anniversary, sorry, my dog was whining at me. During the 10th anniversary, they had 2 events that happened: Assault and Ambush. I really liked both of these events. I didn't think they'd bring them back, but yep, they're coming back. They came back because they were very, very popular. So Assault is the first one from May 12th to May 19th. While the event is active, you gain increased damage against nearby enemies, with the damage multiplier reaching 200%. And you get the Piggy's mask. So if you didn't get the Piggy's mask before, you can get it now. They're not throwing Big Alejandro back out there, so that's weird. And then they're going to do Ambush from May 19th to May 26th. Stating still builds up a damage multiplier reaching up to 200%. Moving causes the damage gradually to decrease, and you get the trench mask as the reward during that. I think it's going to be a stars thing. Like you'll get the stars again, and you'll get the both of them, which I already have both of them. So, and then the next other event will be a multiplier event from May 15th. So in between those two events, from May 15th to May 19th. Okay, so no, this one will be during the Assault event. So will be Vanguard Override. The following bonuses will be active during the duration of the event: 50% reload speed, 50% swap speed, 40% hazard protection, 20% movement speed, and 15% armor on kill. And then May 19th through the 26th, so during the Ambush, they're going to have a season pass at ×5 multiplier where you'll get ×5 all your. So if you're trying to get to 100 before the stretch goals start, this is going to be a really good thing to do. And then the last thing we'll be talking about is the fixes that they did that they're going to be doing. And then after that, I will give my discussion, my overall thoughts on the upcoming stuff. So let's open some more caches. Let's open 10 quickly. A lot of nemesises. Okay. So real quick, I just want to check and see. Ooh, what did this roll? So you really want this to have echo. The one I'm using has echo. And by the way, I can upgrade this. Let's go. Can I upgrade it again? I didn't even look. No. So this one didn't have echo on it. This one has health on. This one's like the perfect roll. So I'll just junk that. No, I'm going to keep this one. No reason to get rid of all these nemesises. Caretaker's not keeping them, not keeping that. So this is what I was talking about with this gun. So this gun has Perfect Frenzy. For every 8 bullets in the magazine's capacity, remember it's capacity, you gain a 3% fire rate and 3% weapon damage for 9 seconds when reloading when empty. So you want the magazine as big as you can make it, and then empty it out, and then when you reload, this gun just goes, it gets nuts. So this one rolled, no, I don't want to keep that one. These always roll the same. These will never roll anything different. So if you have one Lexington, you have every Lexington. Splinter shields. I don't have a splinter shield, so damage out of cover and damage to health seems pretty good. So I'll hold on to that. Because this one does what? Weapon damage is increased by 4.5% for every 10% of missing ammo. That's not bad. That's not bad. So this is the gun. I wanted to see, does it roll? So it can roll different stats on it. So ideally what you're looking for, magazine size would definitely be good. But obviously damage out of cover, accuracy is definitely worth holding on to. I'm going to hold on to that one. This one I don't really want to keep. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to junk that one. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little insider trading on this, on why I'm keeping this SMG. Why is this SMG so good? This SMG is so good because I want you to look at the Lexington. The Lexington has the exact same optimal range as my St. Elmo's at 31. So if you look at my St. Elmo's, its optimal range is 31. 31. That's almost every AR in the game is 31, right? You don't get further optimal range until you get into the rifles and the sniper rifles, except for slingshot. It has an optimal range of 60. This thing fires further and does more damage than your ARs. It's an SMG that, look at the damage drop off on that compared to St. Elmo's. It's comparing it to St. Elmo's. St. Elmo's, look at the drop off. The white line is St. Elmo's. The drop off for the slingshot is that one. This is a very good gun. I'm gonna have a hunter's. I'm gonna be doing a hunter's SMG build around this, where this thing is just gonna slap. It has a small magazine, but again, you can fix that with some other things. So, I could throw a magazine size in here. Um, like plus 20 rounds, puts me at 63. Bam, right there. That fixes a lot of the problem with this gun as far as ammo, right? Uh, I would put, I'd probably put, it needs some good, it needs some little bit more accuracy. So throw that there, throw crit chance on the barrel, and crit chance on this. Throw that on there. Give it, and then I want to put the Assassin's Creed because this thing assassinates people. There we go. I'm holding that. I'm gonna be doing a build on that later. But all right, so let's talk about really quickly the bug fixes that they're going to be implementing tomorrow. Uh, it says thank you for the continuing to report and upove issues. I don't know what that means. Your feedback helps us prioritize what to address next, and we'll continue working through more and more bug reports. So yeah, there's a bug reporter thing you can go to if you get a bug. I ain't had too many bug problems, so I didn't really put. Okay, so the first thing they're doing is fixing the issue where core strength gear set was not dropping proto quality at targeted loot during the bank headquarters escalation mission. They're going to compensate. So all you have to do is log in between May 12th and May 26th, and you'll receive a one-time grant of 3 proto core caches at in-game mailbox. So you're going to get caches, proto core caches, which I don't think you're actually getting proto gear. It could be proto core strength gear. I don't know, or it could just be proto cores, the crafting material that you're going to get. You can get 3 of those. Then the next thing that they said was gear, weapons, and talents. They're fixing an issue where the abridged talent for the Tinker's exotic mask did not work with proto weapons. I didn't even know that was a thing yet. I hadn't even started working on that, but because I don't have enough protos to. Because I was thinking about doing a proto build where I have with the Tinker's mask where I use 2 proto ARs, which would be cool, but I hadn't figured that one out yet. Fix an issue where proto cores were not shared between accounts. So that was one of my issues I was having. This gun, by the way, I rolled, look at that, max crit damage and maxed AR damage I got on that. That's such a good gun. I'm having fun with it. Fix an issue where unlocking escalated tiers and escalation tokens were not shared between accounts. So again, I have 2 different accounts where I was doing escalated missions, and one has 15, the other one has 15. Now they're going to get combined, so they'll all be in one, which is nice. They fixed an issue where Overdog reconfiguration blueprint incorrectly required Exodus gloves. I didn't even know that was an issue. Okay. Fixed an issue where the Ratcher and Kaiser GMB backpack lost their gear mods after being upgraded to Proto. Didn't know that was a thing. Fixed an issue where skill tier levels shown in your inventory panel did not match the actual skill tier level. Okay. Fixed an issue where the Oxpecker exotic SMD did significantly more damage than intended to the deployed ballistic shield while assault global events was active. I didn't know that was a thing during that. I would have taken advantage of that. That would have been fun. Fixing an issue where the perfect back and forth icon was displayed in your HUD when using a regular version of the talent and vice versa. Fix an issue where the perfect strand. Fix an issue when perfect stranded and perfect ranger were used their representative standard talent icons. Fix an issue where the pecan reconfigurability would not be available after acquiring the weapon, right? Because I don't have it, it won't let me use it. Fix an issue where the big Alejandro reconfiguration would not be available. I have mine's mine's there, so it's not an issue for me. And they're fixing an issue where certain poncho, holster, or Picaco, uh, whatever holsters would feature 15% weapon damage as their named attribute. The Picario, I don't know. Then they also this is a long mouthful, and we'll get back to opening stuff. They fixed an issue where Penco Fairway Power Plant General Anderson and Underworks a United Ironworks General Anderson Climax mission appeared as locked in the Legacy Manhunt menu. Fixed an issue where Crossroad Manhunt comps would come back stuck at 1314. Okay. Hang on a second, guys. All right, and then they fixed an issue where classified assignment collectibles would still appear as uncollected to other agents on the same account, even though they're being uncollectible unlocked account wide. Fixed an issue where sound effects and VFX were missing from the White Tusk Hive. Fixed an issue where fragile armor stacks did not appear after using an armor kit if the stack was applied together with a negative status effect. I don't even know what that means, but a lot of people are happy that they're finally fixed. I guess it's like a 5-year-old bug. Fix an issue where the Year 8 Season 1 Rise Up caches would not be purchased from the textile vendor Danny Weaver. And then they fixed an issue where the BTSU firmware was unlocked per character instead of shared account wide. So that's all they're doing. And then at the very bottom it says, more is coming soon, agents. The Battle for Brooklyn DLC celebration event is on the way, and we'll be back with the details soon. So that's all the stuff going on as far as tomorrow with the patch, right? So that's cool. That's cool, man. We got a bunch of these. I already have a good one. This one, and there we go. Love that mask. I just love the way it looks. Anyways, we got some quick steps. We're just getting rid of gear real quick so we can open the rest of this, and then we'll end the video. Sorry I muted him. My dogs sometimes, they just, I swear, sometimes they're just, I don't know. I start talking, they're like, whine? I'm like, no whining. No wine for you. No wine till Brooklyn. Okay. All right. Back to what we're doing. Opening gear cache. We got 70. Come on, something cool. I want something cool. Not that. Something cool to get. Not that. We'll do 10 quick. We'll do 10 slow. I don't know if this changes it or anything. So I'm excited for the Assault and Ambush. I really like those events, and I feel like with my gear set now, I can finally take advantage of when that's going on and clear out get my Wolf's Mask and do the master version of the Climax mission for Agent Kelso. I think I can finally get it done, especially with the Assault one, where I can get the first 2 areas done with my sniper rifle and then switch over to my AR and then clear house afterwards. So I'm excited for that. I'll have a whole week to try to get it done, because I'm trying to solo it. I'm not trying to get it. I could do it the master with a group. I know I could do it with a group. I want to try to get it done solo. If I can't, the last day, so the Monday before Ambush starts, I will queue up, and I'll do a live stream, and I'll queue up and do it master and queue up a group. All right, 5. Let's do 10 fast. I don't think I'm gonna get anything cool, but I think I already got everything that was cool. I mean, I did get the tipping scales mask out of here, protoed, so that was cool. So I only had to get the rest of the gear. Proto quick step would be cool. Again, any of this gear that's dropping can drop in this proto version too. Chill out. There you go. There's a proto for a piece of gear I'd never use, but cool. And that's probably the last proto I'll get out of these keys. We're just going to quick open the rest of these. Anything cool pops up, we'll note it, but we're getting a lot of crafting material. Legendary crafting material. Liberty, Huntsman, Turmoils, First Bloom, Snow Machines. I got the Snow Machines protoed. Caretaker, last 10. Last 2. And last one for the event. Slayer, okay. Oh yeah, we can also, we'll grab, we can grab, honestly, I'd rather have the, I'm gonna buy 3 of these. Or 5 of them. What, 3? Just give me some crafting material. Shoot. And then they'll go to the top now. And now they'll go to the bottom. So I'll look at those other slingshots. I'd love to get a slingshot with optimal range on it. Would be nuts. Get optimal range to roll with it, and then like damage out of cover would be the god roll for the slingshot. But guys, if you guys like me doing these patch note videos too, I can also do them to where you can see me reading the patch notes if you want, or I can just be doing something in the background like I did on this one. You guys let me know what you guys like. Let's see, gross. That one's actually kind of cool because it's got both on it. I'll hold on to that one. That one I actually hold on to. No. So that one's damage to armor and damage to health. This is damage to armor. Okay, so I can get rid of that one. I don't need that one. I already have a really good chatterbox. So I don't need that. Caretaker, health to damage. So I will hold on to one caretaker because I just don't know if they're any good. But I'll hold on to one of them. So I'll hold on to this one. They all roll the same. I don't need any of these First Blossoms. I have a protoed version of it. First Sight. Yeah, I don't care about that one. Huntsman's. Hold on. Huntsman's. We got to look at see what we can get on these. So this one you'd want magazine size, ideally. Damage out of cover is good. Hold on to that one. Okay, we got that. We already have a good splinter shield. We have a maxed one right there. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of cool. I'm not going to keep it, but it's kind of cool. Look at that. That's what I was talking about. Optimal range and crit chance. I'm holding on to that one. Dude, optimal range at 72. This thing hits farther than most sniper rifles. Like, accurately. That gun is disgusting. Oh, I can't wait to use that. I'm very excited to use that gun. I can't wait. I can't wait to do the build guide video for that. You guys are going to love it. Alright, get rid of all this. Yep, I don't care about this. I need the cores. Dang, I had a lot of those. Anything real good? Any of these real good stats on? No. Nope. Not what I want. I don't even know if I'll ever actually use the mask, but see, I got snow machines this proto. I got those out of there. I keep forgetting that I was holding on to those. I have the basically contractor's gloves in here somewhere. I have a proto version of the contractor's gloves, so I don't need to keep those anymore. Plus, they're not as good as I thought they were. All right, let's expertise that. We're up to 50, and delete the rest. How many exotic? 16 exotic components in one proto core. Cool. Cool, guys. So that's all for me for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, help me out. I'll see you guys later. Wait, hold on. There we go. Bye, guys.